The summer heat has brought with it the orange cones of construction season. As road crews are starting construction in Plymouth, accessing businesses can be a headache. As Kevin Miller reports, a new initiative hopes to keep customers shopping through the roadwork hassle.
At Brew Park in Plymouth, the pups are plentiful, but the business caters to more than just their canine clients.
It's an indoor dog park that offers a restaurant with a bar and a full menu for dog owners to come and unwind with their dog.
Owner Angela Woodward says they've been building a customer base since opening in 2022.
We also offer daycare, boarding, grooming, and training, and we're attached to a vet hospital. So the space was sort of designed to be a one-stop shop for dog owners.
But their location off Highway 55 in Fernbrook Lane is going to get tougher to access. MnDOT is redoing the pavement on 55 in Plymouth and Golden Valley this summer. Plymouth Boulevard is also under construction. Woodward is worried the slow summer season for the indoor dog park will be made worse by construction.
Our business will decline unless it's super hot or rainy, so we're hoping that, despite the weather that would already slow us, we're not slowed more by the construction being a barrier to come in.
Plymouth Destination Marketing Coordinator Katie Langland says businesses are already taking a hit with lane closures.
A lot of them are already seeing a big decline in business. So, some of our businesses right across the street here said they're already noticing a 30% decline within the first couple weeks.
So we have the business passports available.
To help, Plymouth is rolling out a business passport program. When customers visit a participating business in the construction area,
all the businesses and their addresses are also listed in here.
They get a stamp. With 8 or more stamps, they get entered into a prize drawing.
The goal is to support these businesses and to help them remain open.
At Brew Park, they're hopeful it brings in some new dogs and their owners.
You don't even have to buy anything. I think just coming and visiting and seeing what we're all about, whether you get food and drink or your dog plays, right? You can get a passport, get a stamp that you've been here. I think awareness of the program is most important.
In Plymouth, Kevin Miller, CCX News.
You can pick up a business passport at any participating business, as well as Plymouth City Hall, the Community Center, and the Ice Center. The Plymouth Fire Department celebrated the opening of their newly rebuilt Fire Station 2 over the weekend.
So everything we've done in this station is designed to be a better fire department and better firefighters for you, our community.
The Plymouth Fire Department rebuilt Station 2 and remodeled Station 3, all while both stations stayed fully functional over the last 2 years. The $21.5 million rebuild will house cutting-edge cleaning equipment, new dorms for the firefighters, and a brand new operations center in-house. The upgrade now allows firefighters to live and train at the station.
Being able to do training in both stations is invaluable. Usually, a lot of times you have to send your firefighters out of your city. We are able to keep them in our city and in response mode. That's incredibly important.
The new fire station better accommodates 24-hour staffing, which officials say will significantly reduce response times. A big project is underway to help improve the water quality in one of Robbinsdale's most popular lakes. Work began last week to remove invasive carp from Crystal Lake. Experts say the fish reproduce quickly, and too many carp in the lake can kill off native plants and make the water cloudier. The city has partnered with the Shingle Creek Watershed Management Commission on these carp removal efforts, which will take place twice a week for the next several weeks.
That's supposed to kind of help with the balance of things. So it's supposed to help keep those populations down to a reasonable level, helps our native populations bounce back and actually do their own active control of the carp populations.
Crews have removed several thousand carp from Crystal Lake over the last few years. The project will wrap up at the end of June. Since launching in Brooklyn Park 10 years ago, Skaalvenn Distillery has released a popular line of spirits, opened a cocktail room, and found other ways to generate revenue. But the company is now facing an unexpected challenge. We explain in this edition of Business Matters. In a nondescript office complex in Brooklyn Park,
You tell I've done this a few times?
Hyson Schnitger is bottling beverages.
That's Irish whiskey.
Or to be more specific, dozens and dozens of bottles of Red Lock's Irish whiskey.
So all this stuff used to be made in, I believe in Kentucky.
Bottling for other companies is one of the newer revenue-generating ventures for Tyson, who founded Skaalvenn Distillery in 2014.
It's been a wild 10 years.
In the 10 years since we first met Tyson, Skaalvenn now has a line of spirits that are sold in more than 400 liquor stores throughout Minnesota.
We make a little bit more product at a lower price point to be competitive with those brands that have multiple multi-million-dollar budgets just for the state of Minnesota, just in advertising.
In 2020, Tyson opened this cocktail lounge, which has played a vital role in helping to introduce people to their products.
I've met thousands and thousands of people, and that's really cool just seeing, when people walk in through the door and it's, wow.
However, owning any business comes with challenges.
It's been really tough. We're by no means making a bunch of money or anything like that. I'm still rolling the majority of income right back into the company.
But Tyson may now be facing his biggest challenge yet. In February, the 42-year-old non-smoker was diagnosed with lung disease.
The doctors don't know what my future prognosis is, if I'll be around 20 plus years or if a few months from now I'll suddenly need a double lung transplant. The disease is very unpredictable.
The good news is that he has the good health insurance plan, and it's the same plan he provides for his employees. So as Tyson works through his health issues, his personal plea to folks is to not only support local businesses, but ones that offer good health insurance to its staff members.
Support your local company that really cares about its employees and the local community.
Tyson's wife, Mary, is handling a lot of the day-to-day operations as he slows down his workload. But Skaalvenn is still going strong. The company just released a new gin flavored with the Japanese citrus fruit, yuzu.
The high school track and field season wraps up with this week's state meet. A large number of athletes from the area qualified from the Section 5 3A meet. Jay Wilcox has the highlights.
Forest Lake, the site for the Section 5 3A track and field championships. In the girls 4x800 relay, ignore the lapped runners on the inside. Maple Grove races to the win in a time of 9:26.97. In the boys 4x800, Osseo breaks a school record that stood since 1985 as they win in a time of 7:53.17. In the girls shot put, Nina Thomas of Osseo wins it with this throw of 40 feet 9.5 inches. Back to the track in the girls 4x200 relay, Champlain Park cruises to the win in 1:41.24. A three-way local battle in the girls 400. To the right, Eva Williams of Maple Grove edges teammate Mackenzie Locks and Olivia Osonowo of Champlain Park. All three advance to state. In the boys 400, Osseo's Travis Tonin holds off Logan Herons of Maple Grove to win in 50.28 seconds. Boys 300 hurdles and Linton McPherson of Osseo, who won the 110 hurdles earlier, scores another first place. Girls triple jump, Brianna Benjamin of Park Center takes first with a best leap of 37.7 3/4.
Ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention.
The boys long jump, and Tenek Yantambwe of Champlain Park qualifies for state, placing third with a best of 22.8. In the boys 800, Osseo's Cade Sandbeck, who tied the school record in the prelims, wins the finals with a time of 1:54.70. In the girls' 200 meters, Champlain Park's Michaela Shipman closes strong to pass Brianna Finnegan of Spring Lake Park for the win. In the girls' 4x400 relay, Maple Grove holds off Roseville for the victory. Their time is 3:57.06. Boys 4x4 and Moundsview wins it. A good battle for second, and Maple Grove holds off Osseo. All three teams qualify for state. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
The state meet begins with Class 3A preliminaries Thursday morning, with the Class A finals on Friday and the AA and 3A finals Saturday, all at St. Michael Albertville High School. The Benilde-St. Margaret's baseball team earned the top seed for the Section 6 3A tournament. The Red Knights won their first two games and then faced Delano in the winner's bracket final. Ches Moots has highlights.
Benilde-St. Margaret's and Delano faced off once in the regular season, the Red Knights winning that matchup 2-0 back on April 27th. Bottom one, Connor Armin, low swing, ball gets through to the outfield, RBI single for Armin. Benilde strikes first, up 1-0 after one. Next inning, Tigers looking to answer back, but Jackson Hinkle strikes out swinging. Ford Stone was dealing from the hill for the Red Knights. He had some great defense to back him up as well in the fourth. Cale Olson, hard hit grounder. Rowan Dodge shovels it to Jack Anderson, touches two, and then zips it to Charlie Guerin. 4-6-3 double play. Still only 1-0 into the fifth, but that's when the Red Knights got red hot. Anderson with a deep drive to center, good for a stand-up double. Armin drove in 2 runs in the next at-bat, then later in the inning, Jack Ortale, solid swing from the lefty. Guerin comes home. BSM goes up 4-0. More from the Red Knights in the fifth. Bases loaded. Dodge hits a grounder to short. Olson mishandles it. A run scores and the bases stay juiced. Next up, top of the lineup, Caleb Koski, line drive way back to center. That's going to clear the bases. A 3-run double for Koski. Benilde scores 8 total runs in the fifth. They get their 10th and final run in the sixth on a walk with bases loaded. The Red Knights are heading to the Section 6 3A final with a 10-run win over the Tigers. In Delano, Chaz Moots, CCX Sports.
In addition to the Red Knights, Wayzata, Heritage Christian Academy, and Totino Grace all play for spots in the state baseball tournament this week, with Breck and Osseo also still alive in postseason play. That's all for sports. More at CCX News after this.